In 2014, Dieter F. Uchtdorf gave a talk called Grateful in Any Circumstances. I like to say it was a landmark talk, but it seems like he has so many kind of landmark talks. This was just one of his awesome talks. And honestly, I'm only going to quote a little bit of this talk, and I encourage you to go check out the rest of the talk because it's so good. Really, there's so much that you can pull from this talk about gratitude and what it really means. And I loved it. I loved visiting it again today. And it's just something that I had on my mind and thought I'd share. So I'm going to start with one quote, and it says, "We sometimes think that being grateful is what we do after our problems are solved, but how terribly short-sighted that is. How much of life do we miss by waiting to see the rainbow before thanking God that there is rain? Being grateful in times of distress does not mean that we are pleased with our circumstances. It does mean that through the eyes of faith we look beyond our present day challenges. This is not a gratitude of the lips, but of the soul. It is a gratitude that heals the heart and expands the mind." So I want to share a little story about gratitude that really impressed me many years ago when I was working as an adjunct professor at Utah Valley University. I had a dean of the School of the Arts named Newell Daly. Now, Newell Daly is a wonderful, kind-hearted person. And to me, he's kind of a contradiction because on one hand, he's super kind, loving, friendly, receptive, soft-spoken, and just oozes goodness. And on the other hand, he is a powerful leader that gets things done and incredibly influential. And sometimes those things may seem to contradict, but he embodied all of it. He was kind, soft spoken, yet he would have things happen all the time. He was awesome. So here's the story. I was walking in a hallway at Utah Valley University, and I ran into him. And we started talking. It was a little bit of small talk. He asked me about things, and I told him, and honestly, I don't know what it was, but there was something that I said, uh, that I needed some help with something, some problem that I had to deal with as an adjunct faculty. And here he was, the dean of the school, and he listened to me, he heard me out, and then at the end of our conversation, we were parting ways, and before we parted, he looked at me dead in the eye and smiled, and he said, "Thank you for this opportunity." And I was like blown away. I'm still blown away. He said, "Thank you for this opportunity to serve." And I was just like, he had a million things to do, but he listened to me, a little lowly adjunct teacher, and he thanked me that he was given an opportunity to serve. This goes right along with President Uchtdorf's message about being grateful in any circumstances. To this day, I haven't gotten to that point. Believe me, I don't frequently thank people for an opportunity to take care of their problem. Trust me. Ask my kids. Uh, I can think of like many times my kids want to ride somewhere, and I don't thank them for that. I grumble is what I do. Oh gosh, grumble, grumble. So anyway, but I think it's a fantastic example of how to be grateful and the power of gratitude and what kind of a person lives in gratitude. So that is my little message on gratitude. I hope it is a good one for you and it helps you to think about gratitude in a new way. We can look at all of our circumstances and be grateful that we have these wonderful circumstances or not so wonderful circumstances. Maybe they're an opportunity to grow. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment or a question. I'd love to interact with you and especially address questions. If you're not a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, ask me some questions. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I would love to answer your questions in kind of an informal way. And if you are a member, share how you're becoming more active or being active. What do you do that helps keep you strong in the faith? Love to grow this community, and thank you so much for watching. We will see you next time.